Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're having an awesome day because yes, I will be listening to Like a Prayer finally. 1989, 30 years ago, that is when this album came out. And I'm going on this Madonna journey right now, listening to her whole discography for the very first time. And I have been looking forward to this record, listening to it for the first time for so long now. Here we are, I'm finally going to get into it. The only tracks I've heard off this record are Like a Prayer and Express Yourself. And I'm pretty sure I haven't heard any of the other tracks yet. I might have heard them just passing by through a mall through the years. I mean, who knows? I'll let you know once I start listening to a track if I actually heard it before, if it sounds familiar. But from my knowledge, I haven't heard any of the tracks, any of the 11 tracks, except for Like a Prayer and Express Yourself. So the other 9 tracks are brand new to me. And I don't need to tell you how notable this record is in Madonna's discography. I haven't even listened to it, and I know how important this is to pop music in the 80s, pop music in general, how important it is to Madonna and her discography, and I'm really looking forward to digging into it. So that was track number 1, Like a Prayer, and one of my favorite Madonna songs ever. I have not seen the music video for this song. I know what's wrong with me. But I know there's, it's a little controversial and there are burning crosses and whatnot. And I feel like it goes perfectly well with this song. The song itself sounds pretty controversial. And I mean, what do I know? I wasn't around in the 80s, so I don't know the impact this song or this album had. Maybe you do. Leave a comment. What was it like when Madonna released Like a Prayer? Because I have no idea. Like I said, I haven't seen the music video. I will be going on my Madonna music video journey after I'm done listening to all her albums, whenever that's gonna happen. So yeah, track number 1, Like a Prayer, one of my favorite Madonna songs ever, probably one of my favorite pop songs ever. I mean, you can't go wrong with this song. It's excellent, 10 out of 10. So now we will move on to track number 2, Express Yourself. And I'm really sorry if you hear a lawnmower in the background. Someone suddenly decided to cut the lawn as I started filming this video. Ugh. Okay, so that was track number 2, Express Yourself, and this is going to be a little embarrassing for me to say, but I've actually never sat down and listened to this whole song in full before. I've heard bits and pieces of it through the years, walking through a store or a mall or at the bar, but I've never listened to it in its entirety, and I'm so happy I finally did because now I love it even more. And what I love also is the message behind the song. At least what I was getting out from it is that you have to express yourself to me. You can't just settle for second best. You can't just give me gifts like rings and fast cars and satin sheets. Those things fade. Those things go away over time. What you need is to get to my head first. You need to express yourself. I need to express myself. We need to express our love for one another. and hopefully that will take us somewhere. You know, I'm not going to settle for second best. So that's what I was getting out of the song. And we all know the whole controversy with Lady Gaga's Born This Way when it was released. A lot of people were calling her out and pointing the finger that she ripped off Express Yourself, that she stole the melody. Whether she intentionally did that, I'm not gonna point fingers. I'm not gonna be like, of course she did. We don't know the whole story, or maybe we do. I don't really follow. I've never followed that storyline before in her life, in her musical career, whether she actually stole or ripped it off. I mean, I don't want to point fingers. Born This Way is an awesome song. Express Yourself is an even better song, so it is what it is. Anyway, so now let's move on to track number 3, Love Song. Okay, so that was track number 3, Love Song. Very different, very unique, very experimental, very different from what I'm used to listening up until this point, Like a Prayer. Compared to her other 80s albums, this is kind of from, left field, and we're used to these sorts of songs from Madonna, very experimental, very quirky and weird. I don't know if she did more of these experimental songs later in her career. I mean, we know Madam X. If you've listened to it, that's a very different album for her. So this is, for me, new because up until this point, True Blue, her first album, Madonna self-titled, and Like a Virgin, they were more upbeat, bubblegum, dance, fun, lighthearted, and now we're here, and it's just so different. I'm kind of shook, honestly. I'm a little indifferent towards it. Is it my favorite Madonna song ever? No. It probably won't be my. It probably won't be up on the top of my list once I'm done listening to this record. But it was interesting. I definitely want to listen to it again. It's different. I will say that. So now let's move on to track number 4, Till Death Do Us Part. Sounds like a video game. Okay, and that was track number 4, Till Death Do Us Part. And I'm kind of picking up the theme of this record so far. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not a musical expert by any means. This is just kind of what I'm grasping from reading the lyrics and listening to the songs. Like a Prayer, Express Yourself, Love Song, Till Death Do Us Part. I'm picking up some kind of turmoil in a relationship, some kind of struggle, some kind of conflict, and especially after listening Till Death Do Us Part, it's about the loss of love and needing to understand someone, needing to understand their mind, their heart, wanting their love, wanting to give them the love, but for some reason, a lot of turmoil's happening in between, and things are flying everywhere, things are falling apart. Why is this happening? Just the struggle of a relationship, of loving someone or wanting to love someone. That's at least what I'm picking up from the song so far. I don't know if that made any sense. So, track number 4, Till Death Do Us Part. I actually enjoyed that track. It makes you want to dance, but if you read the lyrics, it's a little depressing. It's kind of the falling apart of some kind of relationship, or the beginning stages of a relationship falling apart, how things are unraveling. Vases. Is it vases or vases? I mean, I forget how she said it in the song, but anyway, things are breaking, the relationship is falling apart, and you want to love that person, but they don't love you back, and there's anger, and there's frustration, and yeah, so I actually enjoyed that song. So that was track number 4, Till Death Do Us Part, and now we will move on to track number 5, Promise to Try. Little girl, you've got to forget the past and learn to forgive me. I promise to try. So that was track number 5, Promise to Try, and as I was listening to the song, I was thinking of my sister and my dad, and the history behind what I was thinking about during this song, and it brought back certain memories, and it made me think of them. And I know just from reading the lyrics that this song is very personal to Madonna, as it's very personal to me as well as I'm listening to it. And it was very emotional for me, and that's why I love it. Which a lot of people, when they watch a movie or they listen to a song that brings back certain painful memories, they don't really embrace that media that they're watching. So if they're watching a movie and the movie's bringing back certain memories that they don't want to think about, they tend to stay away from that movie. Or if they listen to a song that's too painful and brings back memories, they tend to stay away from that song because they don't want to experience the memories again. But I'm the opposite, and I absolutely love this song, and it's one of my favorites on the record, and to me it was a little painful to listen to. Anyway, we will move on to track number 6, Cherish. Okay, and that was track number 6, Cherish. And yes, I have heard this song before. It's all coming back to me now. Wrong artist. Anyway, wink wink if you get the reference. Anyway, that was so cheesy. So track number 6, Cherish, and one of my favorite tracks on the record. I love it. Really enjoyable. I love the snapping, and yeah. It kind of takes me back to old school Madonna. This is old school Madonna, but you know what I mean, like a Virgin and her debut, and it's a nice refresher from listening to all the prior tracks. Like a Prayer, Express Yourself, Love Song Till Death Do Us Promise to Try, and then we kind of get Cherish, which is kind of light and fluffy, and I like it. So yeah, 2 thumbs up for me. And now we will move on to track number 7, Dear Jessie, Don't Say. Okay, and that was track number 7, Dear Jessie. I don't know if this is gonna sound bad, but it kind of reminded me of a Mary Poppins song. I mean, that's not a diss or anything. I love Mary Poppins. And it's just it's so cute and optimistic, and it's full of pink elephants and lemonade, and it's almost so cute that as you listen to it, it kind of forces you to put the heartache and the misery of the real world just away for a second, and just to kind of sink in the warmth of this song and the childlike melodies and lyrics, and it just makes me feel like a kid all over again. And I don't know if I honestly don't know the meaning behind this song. So if you do, leave a comment. But to me, it kind of just takes your worries away. Kind of like what Mary Poppins does. She just kind of takes your fears away, and it just makes you feel happy inside, and it's very optimistic, and it's very cute, and it kind of reminds me of the gay community, how it's all about sunshine and warmth and happiness and pink elephants and lemonade and woo! And yeah, it kind of just reminds me of that. It's just, a cheery song. I mean, again, there could be another meaning behind the song, but I don't know. So anyway, let's move on to track number 8, Oh Father. Okay, and that was track number 8, Oh Father. And I don't think I have ever listened to a Madonna song that has spoke to me the way this song did. And it's almost like I myself wrote it, lyric by lyric. And it makes me think of my father and his life and my life and the relationship we did have, could have had. And I don't want to say this song spoke to me, but it did. And to me, it's a very, very powerful song, and it makes me weep inside. So now let's move on to track number 9, Keep It Together, which I will try to. Okay, and that was track number 9, Keep It Together. And lyrically, I mean, this song, beautiful. And I love the message in this song. And if you have listened to it, I don't need to explain it to you, but it's essentially saying that blood is thicker than any circumstance, and home is where the heart is, and the people in your family you need to keep in your life, regardless of past conflicts, because your family, I mean, I'm talking to you right now, I don't know your situation, I don't know your family, I don't know where you come from. It's different for everyone, and for most people, it's a touchy subject. I know myself, I've had a lot of conflict in my family, and it's easy to say, screw them. You're gonna go through this life, city to city, town to town, new person to new person, and you're gonna meet all these people, and they're not gonna know you. They're gonna want something from you, and you're not gonna know their true intentions. But family, they were there for you since the beginning, and they know you inside and out. And regardless of what happened, you need to keep those people in your life. And I think that message is very powerful. And in a sense, keeping people in your life who have caused you so much pain, that kind of makes you the bigger person, saying, even though you did all this horrible shit to me and you said all these horrible things, I'm still going to keep you in my life. And that's something that I need to reflect on as a man, because it's very easy for me to just shut people out when they do me wrong. And now I'm thinking, because of Madonna, maybe that's the wrong approach. I don't know, that's the gist I was getting from the song. That's my analysis, whatever. Going into this first listen, I didn't think I would be talking about these things to you. And it's mind-blowing to me, what music can bring out of someone. Anyway, so now let's move on to track number 10, Pray for Spanish Eyes. I pray for Spanish eyes every single night. Spanish, such a sexy language. Spanish people are so sexy. Okay, and that was track number 10, Pray for Spanish Eyes. I love this song. One of my favorites on the record. I love it so much. Pray for Spanish Eyes, 2 thumbs up for me. And I keep saying this in all my videos where there is Spanish music, that I want to learn Spanish one day. It's just such a beautiful, sexy language, and that is definitely one of my goals for the coming years. So that was track number 10, and now we have made it to track number 11, Act of Contrition. Let's get into it.
To confess my sins, to do penance, to amend my life, and avoid temptations. And I detest all my sins, most fearful, because my God, have abandoned me. What do you mean it's not in the computer?
What do you mean it's on the computer? That was a little scary. Okay, so that was track number 11, Act of Contrition. Very interesting. Interesting way to wrap up the album, but I am not surprised because it's Madonna, it's like a prayer. And yeah, It was interesting. Let's just say that it was interesting. This whole album was interesting, and that is that. Like a Prayer by Madonna, 1989, 30 years ago, and I didn't know what to expect going into this record. I just had the visual of Like a Prayer and burning crosses, and yeah, I really enjoyed this record. It's, again, I'm going on this Madonna journey from beginning to end, from her first album to her last album, and it's so different from what she's released before, like True Blue and Like a Virgin. She kind of took a huge detour here, and I can really appreciate this record. It brought out so many feelings and emotions and memories within myself, and it took me to a lot of places that I didn't think I would go listening to this record. And though it brought back painful memories, I am fortunate for listening to this album and for the message she was trying to convey to the listener. And I have to applaud this record. This is the very first time I've ever applauded a record on one of these videos. Well, I think that just says it all right there. Motherfucker. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna have to listen to this record several more times to fully grasp it, but I love it. I love it. And that is a close, ladies and gentlemen. We are closing out the 80s, and we are entering the 90s. What will the 90s bring? I'm very excited. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm sorry I'm kind of monotone right now, but I have several things going through my head right now. Anyway, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. What's your favorite track on this record? What was it like when this record came out in 1989? Because I wasn't born yet. So what was it like? What was the talk around town, around the water cooler? What were people saying? I have to watch the music videos for this album, but that will come at a later day. So thanks for watching, guys. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, leave me messages. What should I listen to next? I'm very curious. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.